Welcome back. We look on the story. Look on the story from the loop. Off-duty pilot accused of trying to shut down jet engine mid-flight. And that's something really good, so. Listen to this paper.
Off-duty pilot accused of trying to shut down jet engines mid-flight.
Portland, Oregon. AP, an off-duty pilot riding in the extra seat in the cockpit of a Horizon Air passenger jet tried to shut down the engines in mid-flight and had to be subdued by the crew. A pilot...
So, people, you see me I get the headline right. An off-duty pilot. That means he's a pilot, when he's there on duty. But him know about flying an aeroplane. And him a try to shut down. Me not hear right. Hold on, let me continue.
Pilot flying the plane told air traffic controllers. Authorities in Oregon identified the man as Joseph David Emerson, 44. He was being held Monday on 83 counts each of attempted murder and reckless endangerment, and one...
People, me not hear right. Our pilot, a half-duty pilot. So why never did shut down the plane when him did that fly? It look like him did that fly plane too, Why him decide to come shut down the plane with somebody else step on? What trigger him? I wonder if him have some farmer,
In one count of endangering an aircraft, according to the Multnomah County Sheriff's Office. The San Francisco-bound flight on Sunday diverted to Portland, Oregon, where it was met by officers from the Port of Portland, who took Emerson into custody. He was scheduled to be arraigned Tuesday. Seattle-based Alaska Airlines, which owns Horizon, a regional carrier, did not name Emerson, but said Monday that the threat was posed by one of its pilots who was off-duty, but authorized to occupy the cockpit jump seat. The airline said in a statement that the captain and co-pilot quickly responded, engine power was not lost, and the...
So people, you see that pilot, them say him occupy the jump seat. We sit for the plane because we do some local investigation. The jump seat, when you see the two pilots, them in the front seat and the one behind them, the third seat, I then call it jump seat. I don't know why they use the word jump because nobody now jump out of that, the seat there. You understand? But they call it the jump seat. So, my understanding is, if you're a pilot or you're in a pilot business, and you not fly your plane today but you want to go somewhere, you can get a drive in the jump seat.
And the crew secured the aircraft without incident. Alaska said no weapons were involved. One of the pilots told air traffic controllers that the man who posed the threat had been removed from the cockpit. We've got the guy that tried to shut the engines down out of the cockpit. And he doesn't sound like he's causing any issue in the back right now, and I think he's subdued, one of the pilots said on audio captured by liveatc.net.
So, it look like them did have to wrestle with him in the cockpit, people. And, and then turn around, tie him up, and can go put him on one back part of the plane. But I want to know, tell me, what could I make a man? And the man is a pilot, Remember, him is a pilot. Then he fly a plane and I carry other people. Just get up good and decide, say, yo, lock off them engine in a mid-flight, lock off them engine. She says it's a suicide mission, man, that people. I wonder if some terrorist man, them, a relative, and then just trigger him, like a sleeper cell, man. Because I don't know, just decide to lock in the mid. You have to fly people for a whole heap of time, because to be a pilot, you have to make a whole heap of flight, So you reach a comfortable part in your life now when you decide, say, yo, never look after plane with them people in the sky. Nah, man, this is not normal, people.
Other than that, we want law enforcement as soon as we get on the ground and parked. The FBI office in Portland said it was investigating, and can assure the traveling public there is no continuing threat related to this incident. The Federal Aviation Administration said it was helping law enforcement investigations, but declined further comment about the incident. FAA records indicate that Emerson has a valid license to fly airline planes.
You hear that, people? The man have a valid license to fly a plane. Is a, what do call it? There's some, them have a name for it, and I say, is a legal madman. But when he get him license, what could that trigger him right now make him decide, say, yo, I'm going to lock off the engine of the plane? Because he need to fly a plane all the while, no people. People in the world get creepy, you know. Because you know me flying a plane, and it come across my mind, so me cock up myself under the back seat, they sit down. A man up at the front decides, I'm going to lock off the engine, brethren. Remember, you know, nothing to hold on for in the sky, you know. You know, so them man, they never too try them thing with Jamaicans still. But they throw him off of the plane. Jamaicans just stop the plane in the sky and throw him off. He's not going to run them the joke there anyhow.
Property records show that he owns a house in Pleasant Hill, California, about 30 miles east of San Francisco. The Associated Press tried to reach his family members, but was unsuccessful. The Multnomah County Sheriff's Office, District Attorney's Office and Public Defender's Office did not immediately respond to inquiries about whether Emerson had an attorney to comment on his behalf. The FAA, in an alert to airlines, said a jump seat passenger tried to disable the engines by deploying the engine fire suppression system. It is not hard to activate the fire handles, you want them to be accessible in case of an engine fire, said John Cox, a retired airline pilot and now a safety consultant.
I wonder if it's a dopey getting on people. No, because, you know, me I watch one something, you know. Where there, me up on the internet, and one man over Spanish town and move. And he said, dopey come and stone the mouse and all type of things happen. I wonder if it's a dopey getting on the man. It just come to my mind, so I wonder if because he did a good one the plane and decide, say, he's going to lock off the fire suppression system. Almost 100 people up on the flight, you know, people. And this man decides that he might beg a flight because, you know, so when you're a pilot, you're entitled to get a ride. If you're a plane now, ride today, you just ride for the next man plane. And he just decides, say, yo, in the mid-flight, you are going to lock up one system, you're going to lock down the engine. Till all you and the man, them have to rush in at the cockpit and them have to subdue you. You know, some feel that man have ties to one of them suicide man them. Him and them are, no man, him have some tie to them, man. People, if that man did get through to him, do, you know. The world right now, you know, whether in the morning, you know. Maybe I'll me good have a relative on the flight. You never can tell. It's a crazy thing, this, you know, man. I wonder if you realize what this a madman I really decides him to do.
He said it is possible to restart the engines once the fire handles are returned to their normal position. This is an extremely rare event. In 53 years, I have never heard of a jump seat rider attempting to shut down engines, Cox said. He said the third pilot can be invaluable in cases where a crew must deal with a complex situation. Jeffrey Price, an aviation security expert at Metropolitan University of Denver, said airlines must approve people who sit in the jump seat, but the pilots working the flight can deny access. The vetting of crew members is based on trust, he said, and the last line of defense is what happened on the Horizon plane, crew members physically preventing someone from taking over the flight controls. The system worked, fortunately. Airlines use the third seat to accommodate pilots who need to get in position to fly a later flight. You
hear that, people? Airline use the third seat for pilot who need, you know, to get in a position to fly a later flight. So that means if the plane you fly, it not there so you're there Jamaica and the plane there New York. But you have a plane left, you have to go to New York. You can have a flight You can get a fly on it, and you're the third seat. You're a pilot, you know. So I pay a pilot in the cockpit. Yo, to be a pilot, you know, you trust a man to fly a plane, you know. Remember, you're not up there for whole hand pan, you know. And you put a madman in the third seat and you don't know, you know. And you could have left, so you're going to the bathroom, you know, people. And when you come back, you know, it's not pretty. You understand? Some crazy things are going on, you know, some thoughts are going on, people have to think about them something, I call them things, you know, normal. How a man for decide to lock off engine in the third. No, sir. No, sir. You know what I feel happen to that man, yeah? I feel what one screw in my head just pull. Because something you go on good, you know. Because the man never did again, so no problem. You go on good, and a screw just pull.
It avoids the need to bump a passenger off the plane. Many U.S. carriers will let pilots from other airlines occupy the third seat, at least on domestic flights. For the number of times this type of incident happens, almost never, it's probably not a procedure we need to get rid of, TRYS said. He added, however, that Sunday's incident will lead to an analysis of whether procedures were followed and whether additional safeguards are needed. TRYS could recall only one other similar incident, in 1994, when a FedEx pilot who was facing possible termination tried to kill the crew and crash the plane. The crew subdued the hijacker, who was convicted and sentenced to life in prison. In 2018, a pilot in the jump seat of a Boeing 737 MAX operated by Indonesia's Lion Air emerged as a hero after helping the crew stop the plane's nose from repeatedly pointing down. Disaster was averted, or delayed until the next flight of the plane, which crashed, killing all 189 people on board. There have been crashes that investigators believe were deliberately caused by pilots. Authorities said the co-pilot of a Germanwings jet that crashed in the French Alps in 2015 had practiced putting the plane into a dive.
So people want to understand what really take place in the sky. You have to understand. What kind of examination you can have to determine, say, the pilot where you are carry. Because he might up a ride from, say, for Norman Manley, he might go JFK. They might have a plane down there for a couple. You know, no examination to know, say, say that man they get mad all of a sudden. You don't say, hold a back seat and get a ride. You understand? You don't know, say, the man where you have around there, he might plan to lock off the engine in a mid-flight. You have no farmer guarantee, no nothing upon that, you know. You know what you have to go do now? Me tell you what I'm have to go do. You see that a man where like that, you have to go give him a ride, run at the back of the plane, and then you're gonna put him running the next problem, you know. You have to take off or lock off all the wing around there. But you have to chain them up. From now on, when a man say he want a flight, you chain them up on your back. You mess around your plane where you are flying, nobody come mess around mine. Do you want a flight? Chain up in your back seat. When me not trust your boss, because right now some things are going and never go. You know, there's some serious time when you know hear what the man say. The man say, he can't remember not like this about me, you know.
In 2018, a Horizon Air ground agent stole an empty plane at Seattle-Tacoma International Airport in Seattle and crashed into a small island in Puget Sound after being chased by military jets that scrambled to intercept the plane. The man told an air traffic controller that he wasn't really planning on landing the aircraft and described himself as a broken guy. Sunday's incident occurred on a Horizon Air Embraer 175 carrying 80 passengers, some of them lapped children, and 4 crew members. The plane left Everett, Washington, at 5:23 p.m. local time and landed in Portland an hour later. Alaska said passengers continued on to San Francisco on a later flight. By David Koenig and Claire Rush, Associated Press.
So people, when you hear the full story, man has shown no sign of problem. And like say the man did that shake and vibrate and him did get some issue. The man did a good. Just come on the plane and say, yo boss, I got up a ride, in a third seat, in a jump seat. So yeah man, regular thing man. Take a ride around there. And at the middle of the flight you decide to lock off engine. People, we need some serious prayers. We need some serious prayers. And it's not normal. People, like, share, subscribe. Pull up the comment section and make me know what you think. And if a pilot there now listen to me, I want him say something to get me feel comfortable. Because remember, we in the plane I go about our business. We don't know where we are going to pilot up in the cockpit, you know. You know, so we need some camera in the cockpit or we can sit down at the back and look where I go on. In case if a man do something, we can run, come down and come help. Anyhow, people, it was a pleasure. Peace out.